Hey guys, I have another basket of empties that I wanted to share with you guys. So let's just jump right in. First up is the Herbal Essence Curling Boosting Mousse. And I really enjoyed this, especially since this is only just a couple of dollars. I really think it's worth it. As you can see, I have naturally curly hair, and most of the time having a toddler, I don't have time to blow dry and straighten it. So just kind of going with the naturally curly is what I can do best. But anyway, I really love this because after I get out of the shower, I comb through my hair and then I just put a little bit of mousse and then just kind of crunch the ends a little bit. And when it's drying, it looks crunchy, but after I let it dry for a good hour, 45 minutes to an hour, I'll go back and put another product on. But anyway, the end result is never crunchy. So I've really enjoyed this, and I've already bought another. So it's just for the price, it's just one of those things that I really enjoy. And I've talked about these before. They're just my go-to face wipes. And it's the Neutrogena Makeup Remover. And I just really like these. They're just my go-to. I use Philosophy's makeup remover, and sometimes if I'm wearing heavy makeup, I'll just go for these just to kind of give me an extra little cleanse. But it usually takes me a while to go to the pack because I don't use them all the time. Alright, another curly hair product. This is the Miss Jessie's Jelly Soft Curls. And I really like this one because this is actually, I put this in my hair first, the Herbal Essence, and then I let it dry for a little bit. And then this is the end product that after it dries for a little bit, I come back and just kind of like crunch it a little more with this. And it kind of makes it soft. I mean, there's no crunchiness. I've already have some more of this I'm using now. And it doesn't make it crunchy, and I really like that. It looks crunchy at first, but once I crunch it and finish it up, it's really natural, soft. I just really love it. This is Not Your Mother's Naughty to Nice Conditioning Detangler. So I bought this a while back because they had a sale at Ulta. And I've never used it before, so I thought I would try it, but really, I didn't really see a difference, so I probably won't repurchase this. But I mean, I put it in my hair after the shower and kind of brushed through. Like I said, I felt like it wasn't enough to have to repurchase again, so... But it was nice. It made my hair feel really soft. So that was the plus side, but I just didn't really, my hair doesn't get too tangled. So like I said, I didn't feel like it was enough to have to buy the product again. This is Tresemme, the Smooth, which it helps the frizz. And if you do like the flat iron, I didn't use this all the time. It actually took me a really long time to use this up because 90% of the time I curl my hair once a week, maybe twice a week. On days that I have time, I will blow dry and straighten my hair, and I usually put this in it. But if it's doing the natural curly thing, I don't waste this product. But this is one of those products where you're like, does this really work? I mean, I straightened my hair for years and years, so I feel like there's been damage done. That's why I'm trying to do more of the natural curly thing for a while, just to let my hair breathe, and it's just much easier. But I mean, this is just one of those products where you're like, does this thing really work? So I haven't really bought another flat iron spray to help with the heat, so to speak, is what, you know, it's supposed to be about. So I don't know. I mean, I put it in my hair because I feel like it's one of those things you should put in your hair, but at the same time I'm like, does this really work? So I'm not sure about this. Alright, and then we have the Philosophy Micro Delivery Exfoliating Body Wash. And I really like this. The beads were really small, so It wasn't intense, but at the same time my skin felt smooth. And I used this once a week in the shower, and I would just completely exfoliate my body, and it just really felt soft and smooth afterwards. So this was a good investment. It was a little pricey. I can't remember because I've gotten this, it was over a year, and I finally got to it. It took me a while to go through this too, but if I wanted to get it again, I could. But I have cheaper body scrubs that I like better, so this is just one of those things that it can go on the list because it did work, but I probably won't spend the money again for it. Alright, and then we have 2 mascaras, which is the Pumped Up Maybelline. And I really like these. I think this came in like a 2-pack. Let me see if I can show you the brush. So the brush is pretty big. I would say it's like a medium sized brush. And I mean, overall I thought it did its job. I've said it before, I'm not a big, I have to have this wand for mascara or a small wand for mascara. It doesn't really matter to me as long as it kind of gets its job done and it doesn't clump. I like it, and this didn't clump. So this is one of those things where if it's on sale, I'll get it and try it, and then if I like it, then I put it on my list that I like it. So I would put it on my list and buy it again if I needed to. But I have a few other mascaras I'm trying to get through first. This one is a must. I suffer so bad from dark circles, and I feel like even though I love this product, and out of so many products I've used, this one has worked the best. It's still not 100%, but this one's just my go-to because I feel like it works better than other ones that I've used. It's the Maybelline Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles, and I believe this one is in light pale. So I've seen where, correct me if I'm wrong, that there was a Maybelline dark circle. Is it like a white kind of color or something? I'm not sure. I've seen it, but I haven't picked it up to use it, where people said that one's better than this. So I don't know. I need to pick it up and try it one day. But I just opened up a new tube of one of these, so I'm trying to get this through first. But I just really like this, and I also heard I think you can take the sponge off to clean it. I haven't tried it with my new one, but I should try it with this before I get rid of it and see if it really works. People said the sponge is pretty easy to come off, so I need to try that. But that's just my go-to for dark circles. I feel like it just works the best. So things that haven't worked for dark circles, I'll pull those few out. I have tried different ways to use these products, different times, with my finger, with like a concealer brush, and just none of these products worked to really cover. I still felt after I put it on it was bad with the dark circles. So like I said, this is just my only thing that's worked. So I've heard a lot of good reviews about this, so I just had to give it a shot. It Cosmetic Bye Bye Under Eye. It didn't work for me. I don't know. I tried it time after time. I stopped for a while and then went back to it. It's just, I think what it was, it felt too pasty to me. It was, you put some on, and then after you put it on, it felt pasty. And I like a concealer that's just smooth. I really like that. But this one was a dud. I didn't like it at all. And another dud was Neutrogena 3-in-1 Concealer for Eyes. This one, it just didn't cover right. Maybe because I didn't get the right color. I'm not sure. I was trying to see if there was a color. See, I don't know. Maybe this isn't a color. It could have just been, straight 3-in-1 concealer. I'm not sure. Anyway, didn't like this. Used it a couple of different times. It was just another dud. Another dud for concealer was Amazing Cosmetics Concealer, and this was the color Fair. So this one I tried, oh man, I've had this one for a long time. This was probably the first one that I really invested in to try from Ulta that I got help with, and she was like, yeah, this will work and blah blah blah. This is like complete liquid. It's like I put it on my finger and it just starts running down my finger before I even put it for my under eye circles. So I tried it different times. I, tried to put just a little bit and rub it in first to maybe get it more thick, but that didn't work. It was just, I remember that this was just too liquidy for me and I did not like it. And one more that just didn't work for me is the CoverGirl, and I think this is in the color light pale, or light, I guess, and it's like a lipstick basically. But so I tried to use this for like blemishes, and it kind of covered it, but I feel like it made it a little worse sometimes. You know how some concealers cover, but then it makes it kind of bumpity and stuff. So anyway, this didn't work, and then I tried it for my under eyes, and it still, I think because it was the stick, it just wasn't really gliding on very well. So this one just didn't work. I tried to use this one. There's just a little bit of the stick left, but that was definitely a dud. I'm trying to get better about my makeup where if I have a product, I want to try it for a while, and after a while, if it doesn't work, then I leave it alone for a few weeks, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try this one more time, and if it doesn't work, it's just gotta go. So some of these products still have probably half, maybe a quarter of the stuff left in it, but it's just like, I'm not gonna keep using something that's just a complete dud and it's just keeping more makeup on my face that's not even working. So anyway, alright, this is the Living Proof Mask Treatment for your hair, and as you can see, I got this as like a little sample. I believe I only used this 2, maybe 3 times since it's a sample, and I pretty much used it all up. The smell was really nice. The mask overall, I felt like it's for dry, damaged hair. But I don't know, when I put the paste in my hair and then let it sit for a while and then I rinsed it out, my hair still felt dry. I don't know if I was rinsing too much, but I know after you do a mask in your hair, you're supposed to rinse it out but not sit under there and let it like rinse and rinse and rinse, because you just kind of mashed your hair to make it better. But I didn't get good results with this, so I wouldn't buy the main big packaging, the regular packaging. Like I said, this was a little sample that I got a while back. I didn't like it. Oh, here's another mascara that I liked. It was the Lash Blast Volume CoverGirl. And I think this was a medium. Or it's more of a small kind of bristle. I like this one too. Didn't clump. I liked it really well. Alright, and I think I have a few lotions in here that just either stunk or just didn't work. So I have Elite Therapeutic Body Cream. I think I got this in a Birchbox, and to me, oops, yeah, the smell just, it smells weird. It's kind of a gross smell to me. I don't know. So I used it a couple of times and I just didn't like the smell, so it had to go. And then Air Repair Moisturizer, I believe this was for the face. And actually when I used this, number one, it did smell weird, but I think it kind of clogged my pores a little bit, so it didn't work. I used it a few times and then I kind of noticed my face was breaking out a little more than normal, so I had to get rid of that. And this is the Advanced Renewal Serum. I think I got this in like a little bag from Ulta, like a little freebie. Used this a few times and I didn't like it because it's not like a clear, it kind of looks like more of like a lotion serum. Anyway, tried it around my eyes and a few other spots, and it felt too heavy, I guess you can say. I like the serums that are more clear, where you put it on and it's kind of like putting a nice moisturizer on and it just kind of eventually goes away and you don't really feel it. That I felt heavy. I didn't like it. Alright, then we have a facial mask, a cure. I really love this stuff. I use this about once a week in the shower. This was a great little buy. I've seen that at Target before, but I think it's a little pricey. I think it was like $10 for a regular one, so, but that would be on my list. If I ever saw it on sale, I would pick it up. And then I have CoverGirl Lip Perfection, and I actually have this on my lips now. It was in my purse. There's a little bit left, and then the stick kind of broke. But I actually really like this because it's kind of, even though it looks brown, it's pretty much like a nude color. So I really liked that one. And then, as it leaks on my hand, I guess you say this Maline Goats. I so said that wrong, I know, but it's the Grapefruit Face Cleanser. I used this a couple of times, and at first when you put it on your hand and kind of rub it in before you wash your face, it doesn't feel like it's working in the face. But after I put it on my face and then rinsed my face with water, it really felt smooth. So this was definitely a good plus. I believe I got this in a subscription box, maybe Birchbox, but I really love this one. Alright, and I got this a while back, I think maybe in a box. I've had this for a while. This is New York Color, and it's HD Color Trio Eyeshadow, and it's Long Beach Sands. I used this for a while, but I don't know, it felt like it was just clumping up and just didn't really like it with the eyeshadow. And last but not least is the Lorac Perfection, and this is light medium powder. And so I kind of have a love and hate relationship with Lorac. That's the product that I'm using. I use that as my foundation for my face first, and then I use the powder. But you have to be careful. When I first started using the powder, I took the brush and was just like caping it on my face because that's what I'm used to doing with other products for powders. And I was noticing it wasn't working right. So I kind of backed off and then just like took my brush, swirled it just once or twice, and then kind of like dabbed excess off, and then like I very lightly feather over my face. And I was like, this is so much better. So you have to be careful with Lorac. If you've tried it or thought about trying it, it's just one of those, this powder, all you need is just a few little flutters around your face, and I really feel like it works as a concealer powder. I love it. So this is what I've been using, but like I said, if you want to use it, you definitely have to do like really light basic strokes everywhere. So well, I think that is it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've used any of the products and if you like them or not, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. Bye guys.